conference meeting of the Mobile County Commission, Thursday, October 7th, 2021, in preparation for our Tuesday, October 11th regular meeting. Do we have any speakers?
No one signed up to speak this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. All righty, Mr. Kerr.
All right. We'll ask the commission to consider the following. Number one, approve minutes of the regular meeting of September 27th, 2021. Number two, approve claims list. Number three, authorize acceptance of GOMESA grant award and grant agreement from the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources for the Mount Vernon enhancements for addition to the birding trail in the amount of $78,000. Number four, adopt resolution vacating a 15-foot drainage easement over and across lots 1, re-subdivision of lots 1 and 2, Air 1 subdivision in accordance with declaration of vacation signed by all adjoining property owners. We believe this to be District 3, not 2, and we will have that corrected for Tuesday's meeting. Number five, approve 5-year lease agreement with an option for an additional 5 years with Beauty Bargain for a space at the 8 Mile Shopping Center effective October 1st. Number six, approve application of Hong LLC for off-premises retail table wine license for Corner Quick Stop on Goldmine Road East. Number seven, approve application of Hong LLC for off-premises alcohol license for Corner Quick Stop, 4863B Goldmine Road East. Number eight, approve appropriation contract with the Board of School Commissioners to benefit Alba Middle School in the amount of $4,522 from District 3 funds for the purchase of tables and chairs. Number nine, approve appropriation contract with the Board of School Commissioners to benefit Dauphin Island Elementary School in the amount of $8,400 from District 3 funds to purchase flooring for classrooms. Number 10, approve request from Mobile Area Disc Golf Association to hold the 35th annual Halloween Howler Disc Golf Tournament at Chickasaw Park on October 22nd through 24th, 2021, and waive associated fees for sports pavilions and beach pavilions. Number 11, approve appropriation contract with the Board of School Commissioners to benefit Castleton Elementary School in the amount of $9,416 from District 3 funds for a digital sign and school supplies. Number 12, authorize home agreement with Legacy Trails in the amount of $1,200,000 of home funds for the development of 56-unit senior housing in conjunction with the Alabama Housing Finance Authority tax credits, and authorize the President, Vice President of the Commission to execute all documents.
Excuse me, Commissioner. Can we possibly vote on that today? The developers are moving fast and all the other partners are also ready to sign. Can we vote for it today?
I have no objection.
You okay?
So moved.
You okay with the matter?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Number 13, approve appropriation contract with Dixon Elementary PTO in the amount of $2,500 from District 3 funds for purchase of a hydroponic farming curriculum and landscape mulch for the playground at Dixon Elementary. Number 14, approve appropriation contract with Dawes Intermediate PTA in the amount of $9,015.32 from District 3 funds for Hawks Park Revitalization Project. Number 15, approve master subscription agreement with Workday for provision of human resources, payroll, and finance software. Also approve order form 268496 beginning October 15th and ending October 15th, 2026 for a total subscription fee of $3,544,632.
Hey,
And
Donna, what does Workday do?
They are a, we'll be using them for the financial system and for the human resources and payroll system. It'll replace PETS and Central Square.
All right, thank you.
And also including order form 268708, ending January 1st, 2023, for a total consulting fee of $134,000. Number 16, approve statement of work and delivery expectation document with AVAP USA through the National Cooperative Purchasing Alliance for implementation of Workday products for an estimated fee of $1,016,480 plus reasonable travel.
Commissioner, excuse me, the amount that's listed on the agenda, it's not correct. It should be 1,001.916480. So there's a 0 there when it should be a 9.
Would you say that again, please?
It should be, 900. $1,916,480.
Okay.
So there's a 0 and it should be a 9. Instead of being 10, it should be 19.
Thank you.
Number 17, approve recommendation of Mobile County Board of Health to exempt the listed organizations for a 1-year exemption from paying food and lodging fees effective October 1st, 2021 through September 30th, 2022 as follows. Number 18, authorize subrecipient agreement with South Alabama Regional Planning Commission for an amount of $112,224.
Back for 1 minute.
Yes.
On item 17, the Board of Health sent the information to me, and I wrongly assumed that somebody else who knew to get this on the agenda also had it, but they didn't, so it languished on my desk. And since the effective date is October 15th, could we go ahead and vote on that today, if that's okay, so that these can be in order?
So
It's-
moved.
Second.
Number 18, authorize subrecipient agreement with South Alabama Regional Planning Commission for an amount of $112,224 for senior services programs under the Community Development Block Grant for Coronavirus. Number 19, authorize subrecipient agreement with Saraland United Methodist Church for an amount of $55,000 for food pantry programs under the Community Development Block Program for Coronavirus. Number 20, authorize advertisement for request for proposals for ball field turf maintenance for Oddfellows Park in Grand Bay. Number 21, approve lease agreement with City of Citronelle for the License Commissioner's Office and Revenue Commissioner's Office for a period of 10 years commencing on May 18th, 2021 and ending on May 31st, 2031 for an annual rental of $10,800 payable in monthly installments of $900. Number 22, approve appropriation contract with BC Rain PTO in the amount of $5,000 from District 3 funds to purchase uniforms and electronic devices for the Aviation Academy. Number 23, approve appropriation contract with the Explore Center in the amount of $15,000 from District 2 funds for the Archimedes exhibit. Number 24, authorize advertising and receiving bids for a Mobile County Annex 4th floor build-out. Number 25, approve change order number 1 with Hughes Plumbing and Utility Contractors for the Africatown Heritage House exhibit building. If implemented, the change will increase the contract by $131,000 to provide funding for a sprinkler system and modified courtyard design. The new contract total will be $1,455,500. Number 26, approve rejecting all bids and authorize advertisement to rebid expansion to the District Attorney's Office. Bids exceeded the available budget. Number 27, approve change order number 1 with TK Elevator Corporation for 2020 elevator maintenance and service for Mobile County facilities. This will accept changes and credits as part of the contract. If implemented, the contract total will decrease by $143.97. The new contract total will be $362,218.63. Number 28, approve sponsorship agreement with Mobile Area Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $2,500 from general funds for its 2022 Military Appreciation Lunch. Number 29, approve amendment number 2 to inmate telephone services agreement with Global Tellink Corporation for the benefit of the Mobile County Sheriff's Office due to recent Federal Communication Commission inmate cap rate changes. Number 30, consider taking the following action on bids. We do have one change to the fourth item under that number. That will be to the Environmental Enforcement Department, not Environmental Services. That's for the Kenworth brush hog loader. Number 31, approve maintenance agreement for coverage of Rapid Print Time Clock with Central Time Clock, Inc. in the amount of $149 for a period of October 31st, 2021 through October 31st, 2022 for the Sheriff's Office. Number 32, we're going to ask the Commission to vote on this morning. Award bid 149-21 for 300,000 custom tag envelopes for the License Commission to Office Equipment Company, Inc. for their bid in the amount of $239,992.
So moved.
Second.
Number 33, approve software renewal for Global Search C2 from Dex Imaging in the amount of $3,457.47 for the County Commission. Number 34, approve software maintenance renewal for mobility premium software from NetMotion in the amount of $1,894.92 for the period of December 29th, 2021 through December 28th, 2022 for the animal shelter. Number 35, approve maintenance renewal for NetFlow Traffic Analyzer modules and Network Performance Monitor from SolarWinds in the amount of $2,477.76. Number 36, adopt sole source resolution approving the purchase of BolaWrap 100 remote restraint devices from Gulf State Distributors in the amount of $49,974 for the Sheriff's Office. Number 37.
What's a remote restraint device? Randall? What kind of
I was reading something else. I wasn't really listening to Eddie. I was kind of focusing on the next thing. But let me read it and see if I can.
BolaWrap 100 remote restraint device.
I have no idea.
I'm trying to figure
You-
out how
you-
you restrain remotely.
I was just thinking that.
Okay, all right.
This is this number 37?
36.
36.
36.
Anyway, I mean, that was a curiosity question.
Yeah.
I'm just,
We're
You know,
assuming
I
they're
think
needed, but whatever they
have,
are.
I know that Chief Burrow talked to me about what this was, and I totally can't remember.
so you zone out on him too.
Well, no, I just don't remember. I used to have to listen to him. Now I kind of.
Well, inquiring minds want to know. Maybe somebody can find that out for us.
I will find out before the meeting Tuesday morning.
All right.
I will
Sandra's looking for it, so if we find it, we'll.
They
It looks
probably
like
don't-
it's almost a taser if you read
I
the
wondered.
agenda item and the quote. That's what it kind of looks like
Oh, okay.
as we go through the attachment for that item. Let's see. Is that what it is?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like
Taser.
based on the documentation submitted and attached with the agenda packet, it looks like it's a taser.
taser.
That's the only
type
thing you can
system.
do remotely.
It's similar.
Yeah, similar.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not that brand or type.
You know, maybe I just need to get out more or something. Go ahead, Ed.
All right, Commission, do it. I'll try to be more entertaining.
I'm sorry.
37, approve 36-month lease agreement with Sharp Electronics Corporation for one Sharp copier from CPC Office Technologies under the current state of Alabama contract. at a cost of $196.16 per month for the animal shelter. Number 38, we're also going to ask the commission to vote this morning. Authorize reduced pet adoption fees of $10 per adult dog and $40 per puppy up to 1 year old for the October adoption event beginning October 7th, 2021 at the Mobile County Animal Shelter.
That's what I was reading, Eddie, just so you know. What do we charge? Does anybody know what the current price is to adopt an adult dog and what the current price is? What do we typically charge? We're reducing it to 10 and 40. What is the normal
Well,
fee?
it's typically around $80, and the normal commissioner sponsorship is $40.
For
And-
animals a year and older, it's $40 because we subsidize that, some of us. And like she said, $80 for puppies up to a year.
And what do we charge for, to reclaim an animal? This is a question that's been asked of me. I mean, because I think I think it costs more to reclaim your animal than it does to adopt an animal, and
I think
it may be causing.
I think we had some issues with that, and I had asked the administration to look into it because like on the second or third time that you try to reclaim your animal, I know the price escalates. Is that how it's working now, Eddie?
Do you know?
Well, I guess my question all goes around over the issues that we're having at the animal shelter with too many animals, and if we could be a little
Right.
more lenient on
I
first-time
completely agree.
offenders,
Yeah.
if we could reduce those fees or maybe look into doing that. And I guess I was approached about this, and this was just seemed to be a good time to talk about it while we're talking about the reduction for the event.
Right.
But,
I had asked Eddie to look into that, and
We did, and I thought we resolved that, but let me
to
follow
make
up. I'll
sure.
follow up with both of you on that issue, and I understand the concern.
Yeah.
I know there's an issue right now because the animal shelter is full.
Yeah.
And I know that we're actually placing animals in some of the boarding kennels but they're getting full as well. So it's imperative that we have these adoption events and that we encourage the public to come out and opt to adopt, and because these animals need good homes and forever homes.
Yeah.
And
And I know
the
there's
only way
a-
we're going to do it is to get people to come out.
There's a cost associated with that, but I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't think the fees that we're charging even a drop in the bucket compared to what it costs to run the shelter. And I think if we could subsidize it even more than what we're doing, that maybe people would be more inclined to come out and.
Well, I think that's what this
do
does.
that.
I mean, for this
Yeah.
price,
For that,
you
yes.
get,
Yes, for
there's-
this particular event, but I mean, maybe Eddie look into even lowering it than, being more lenient, particularly on reclaiming of animals, because I think it's really, I don't know the exact numbers, I was told the exact numbers, but I think it's really expensive to go down and reclaim your own animal.
It was, but I think that
Okay.
has been
Okay.
changed. I don't know. Eddie said he would check to find out
Yeah,
exactly
I'll
where we
check and see
stand.
how we resolve that.
Right.
Okay.
The second or third time, it does escalate up because it's obviously,
And it should be.
that
I mean,
people
I
aren't
don't-
restraining their animals properly.
I don't disagree with that at all, so.
So
So-
I'll also update you on the fees, and we can discuss how to make them so
Thank
that
you.
we can
I'd like to,
address the situation better.
yeah, I'd like to see that as well, because, there are costs, and if your animal we've been keeping your animal for 3 weeks,
Yeah.
that's a lot, and we have to do that over and over. So I agree that we need to do whatever we can to try to get animals to good homes, but we also have an enforcement side too. So. Thank you.
I think we need I'll
Yeah, we
make
still
a
need to
motion.
vote.
We're going to vote on this today.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, second.
Commissioners, I have an update on the device you had a question about. It says the BolaWrap remote restraint device is a patented handheld pre-escalation apprehension tool for police that
Okay.
discharges a Kevlar cord to restrain uncooperative suspects or non-responsive persons in crisis from a distance.
So it basically wraps them in Kevlar. Is that what it does?
It's called Bola Wrap, so it's like a bola.
So like wraps them?
It's a cord, like a bola wrap, like that they throw, wraps their legs so they can't move.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it shoots out and,
Well, all of y'all out there, remember, the sheriff's department now has this, so. Beware. Don't you have an add-on?
We do, Commissioner.
Okay.
We also have, as you said, one add-on to approve amending annual appropriation contract with Senior Services, Citizen Services, Inc., doing business as Via Health Fitness and Enrichment Center to provide an additional amount of $25,000 from general funds for managing the volunteer guardian program.
I think, did we not have, where's Jay Ross? Did we not, you're usually down on the end. Didn't we have,
Must have missed the agenda item, got focused on the question.
did we not plan to have the add-on based on legal?
I think
Final
we
legal
did,
approval?
I didn't get the added on. Trying to go find the wording right now for you.
This is for a sponsorship for an event, Focus Women's Group. It's for a teen seminar event that's coming
Yeah,
up.
for $1,000 for the funds to be designated for scholarships only. Let me see if
But
I
it's
can-
contingent on final legal approval.
What is it? I mean, who?
It's the Focus Women's Group.
Uh-huh.
You know, they put on that annual conference every year, and they're going to do a session, a conference session for teens.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for scholarship. And
Okay.
it's just different topics pertinent to teens.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear what she said?
I did.
Okay.
I was paying attention this time.
He was still
No, she was
focused on the
just
bubble wrap.
I was
It was not.
still trying
I
to
think there
figure
was
out.
some question about our ability to
Entity
do
called
it.
Focus 10 for sponsorship for an amount of $1,000 to be applied toward their scholarship.
I think that's a
Funded.
misprint. It should be Focus Teen, not
Is
teen.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Focus Women's Conference held at the Mobile Convention Center will host students from grades 8 through 12 for 2 days of activities, conversations, potential career path, financial empowerment, personal safety, and community awareness. Airbus is going to be hosting part of it along with their FlightWorks. School system is participating, expected to bring 75 students with 50 scholarships. The question was asked, could county commission or district funds through education money appropriate the sum of $1,000 toward that sponsorship? And my response would
To
be
go to
yes.
scholarships.
Yeah, as long as the funds are used
Right.
specifically for scholarship purposes only,
And not for
respectfully,
operating.
should meet the litmus test for a public purpose.
Is this a EFP?
It would be, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Well, you
I'll
probably-
create the
you
agenda
probably
item
get a
right-
number assigned and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you say, Commissioner Logan? I didn't hear you.
A number,
$1,000.
an EFP
okay.
number.
I'm sorry.
I
It
want
should-
to.
It should be
If
set
I'm
up
not
for
mistaken, I
Tuesday.
want to verify this, but I think this group participates in some nonpartisan political activities that I don't know that maybe we should be sponsoring them if they're doing that. I'm not sure if this is the same group, but I know that there was a group I looked at that had participated
I don't
in
know
some.
about that,
yeah.
Commissioner, do it without doing some.
I'm
checking.
pretty sure is this the Focus Women's Group?
This is the
It
Focus
is.
Women's Group, but these funds are for scholarships strictly. It's not for the organization or
But
any
through,
operating
but through
or
their
anything.
organization?
Pardon?
But through their organization?
Through their organization.
Okay. I would like to know legally if they are participating in nonpartisan political activities, if we should be sponsoring anything that they do. Just curious, if they're not,
We
that's
can look
fine.
at that and give you an answer on
Okay.
Tuesday, and
Thank
we'll get the EIP number too.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I think that it's a women-focused group, and I think they have any women candidates that they have. I don't know that they ignore the men candidates. I mean, I think if they would be willing to give information on them as well, but I know that they have in the past on their website done feature articles on different women candidates. So, I mean, if that makes it political activity, and it may, I don't know. I'm just, I was approached about providing scholarship funds for teens as one of the sponsors for this upcoming event, and it sounded very worthy. I was willing to do that. If there's any issues, then
And
I'll
I
step
don't,
back
and I
on it.
have, and this is not about men or women for me, and certainly if Jay can find out if they are not participating in that kind of activity, then I support it 100%.
I
if
think
we
as a general
legally
rule, I don't know that, if they said outright, vote for this person over somebody else,
Yeah.
then absolutely. If
Yeah.
they're just giving information and background on people, I don't know. I guess that's
Yeah, I
questionable.
mean,
But-
like I said, I support it. I don't want to make it sound like I don't support it. I just want to make sure legally that we should be supporting it if they do those kind of activities, and that's all.
I'm fine, whatever the legal department says about it.
Thank you.
We'll have something before Tuesday's meeting. Thank y'all.
And just check their corporate status.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think they're a not-for-profit. That was part of the
That's
issue.
part of the
Whether
struggle,
they're
too.
providing, what the money would go for would be that public purpose portion.
Okay, anything else? All righty. You ready, Mr. Kegley?
Ready. Good morning, Commissioners. Item number 1, approve right-of-way agreement for purchasing of Track 6 on one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects in Commission District 2. Item 2, authorize the acquisition of property and acceptance of right-of-way deeds from the properties as listed. Item 3, approve right-of-way agreement for Track 18 on another one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects in Commission District 3. Item 4, approve right-of-way agreement for Track 6 on another one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects in Commission District 3. Item 5, authorize to advertise and receive bids for our Tanner Williams Road resurfacing project, one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects. Item 6, approve accepting a permanent drainage easement from Philip Ellenberg on Newbern Road for a drainage repair project. Item 7, authorize to advertise and receive bids for project 2020-202, which is the Sim Street resurfacing project. Item 8, approve signing a contract for professional engineering services for one of our 2022 Rebuild Alabama projects, Creola Access Loop Road East to Driven Engineering Incorporated. Item 9, approve signing a contract for professional geotechnical engineering services for our Sunset Road Bridge Replacement Project to Geotechnical Engineering Testing Incorporated. Item 10, approve assigning a contract for professional engineering services for Windsor Road Bridge Replacement Project to McCrory and Williams. Item 11, approve the application for federal assistance for the Jeremiah Denton Airport for fiscal year 2022 in the amount of $254,600. Also approve resolution authorizing the county commission to make application to the state of Alabama for the same Jeremiah Denton Airport fiscal year 2022 project in the amount of $25,460. Commissioners, this application is requesting reimbursement for Phase 1 of our replacing of the bulkhead down there on the Jeremiah Denton Airport.
Is that on the bulkhead on the east side, all the way around?
All the way around, yes,
Okay.
sir. Mhm. Item 12, approve preliminary plat only of Bayview Village. That's off of Dolphin Island Parkway. It's in Commission District 3. Item 13, approve assigning a contract for professional engineering services for another one of our 2022 Rebuild Alabama projects, Sand Ridge Road, to Civil Southeast LLC. Item 14, approve a hold harmless indemnity agreement for the use of county equipment with the city of Pritchard. Item 15, approve assigning a contract for professional geotechnical engineering services for our Sand Ridge Road Rebuild Alabama project to Geotechnical Engineering Testing Incorporated. Item 16, approve assigning a contract for professional geotechnical engineering services for our Rebuild Alabama project Creola Access Loop Road to Southern Earth Sciences. Item 17, approve the use of up to 3 light plants for the Grand Bay Christmas Parade. Item 18, approve an extension to the surplus equipment consultation services agreement with J.M. Wood Auction Company.
How long is the extension?
This extension would be for 3 more years, and then it's in that, also in that agreement, it states that after that 3 years, it would continue on a year-to-year, an annual basis after that.
Okay.
Item 19, approve setting the following speed limits as listed. And Commissioners, that is currently it.
Okay. You have anything?
I don't.
I do real quickly. So something else brought all of this to my attention, and I don't think it's worthy of discussing right now what brought this to my attention. But I want to discuss some things going on over at the jail, and it has to do with our court system and the courts and the presiding judge in Mobile County. We have over 700 Class A felonies waiting to be tried in Mobile County right now. We have 26 capital murder defendants in Metro Jail. We have 125 murder defendants in Metro Jail. And I won't go through the whole list. That's just the murders in jail. And we have additional 80 some odd people in Mobile County out on bond for murder, waiting for trial. We have this, and this is a shocking number to me. We have over 400 people in Metro Jail waiting for trial that's been there 3 to 5 years. Now, if you're a first-time offender on a Class A felony, which is, this is sad to say, but a lot of times 3 to 5 years is more time than you're going to get in prison if you're convicted, and these people are sitting in Metro Jail. I talked to the sheriff this morning. He said in his tenure as the sheriff of Mobile County, he has the worst population of prisoners he's ever had, and I think it shows with the issues that we're having there, right, Tyler? The presiding judge has, and you guys know where this all came from because there's some issue of wanting to set up virtual courtrooms. They've set 8 weeks of criminal cases for 8 judges next year. That's 64 trials. That doesn't even cover the murder cases waiting to be tried in Mobile County. I know there's nothing we can do about that, but I did think it should be brought up because
On a typical non-COVID year, how many cases would come up?
well, I'm not sure of the answer to that. I do know that the way they're rotating it out, there's only 2 to 4 judges hearing cases at a time. But I know that most jurisdictions, and there are some restrictions been put on the cases being tried in Mobile because of the presiding judge here, that other jurisdictions in the state, most jurisdictions in the state have laxed some of their COVID restrictions because obviously the numbers are going down. There's a vaccine in place. Less people are having COVID. And I'm not the only one that's concerned about this. I'm not just up here speaking for me. I mean, like I said, I've talked to the sheriff and some others. And although that's not our problem, what is our problem is we are charged and responsible for public safety. And when we're doing our part, you know, to take care of prisoners and investigate cases and arrest people, and then the district attorney's office is willing and ready to go forward with prosecutions, but we can't do it because the court system is not doing it, then that's an issue. But that's really all I have to say about it right now. I thought it was worthy of being said, and I'll again repeat, we have 700 Class A felons in Mobile County waiting, or suspects waiting to be prosecuted, and over 200 of those, probably roughly 250 of those, are murder cases. And if you set 8 weeks of criminal trials and you have 8 judges, and that's 64. So,
Is there a definition in the law for a speedy trial?
well,
How do you define a speedy trial? What does that mean?
It may mean not waiting 3 years in jail.
yeah.
There's a lot of factors going on here, as we all know.
I think there's been some discussion of that, and I think COVID is being used. But if you look at the numbers, I mean, some of these people have been in jail since before COVID existed. If you go,
So when we had judges with full dockets, that stretches back. I mean, we get reports periodically, you know,
Right.
on the situation at the jail and so forth. We don't get reports on how long some of these inmates are waiting to go to trial.
Yeah.
So that's shocking to hear. that
yeah,
it's
it was
that
shocking.
long.
That was a shocking
I mean,
number to me.
It seems unconstitutional, frankly.
Yeah.
But you know, what can we do about that? That's not our purview.
I know.
authority, other than to, as you're doing
Well,
now, bring it up and talk about it.
I don't know that there's much we can do. As the county commission, there's much we can do about it, but I thought that it was worthy to be mentioned that there is an issue that needs to be addressed in somebody else's office.
What are other courts doing throughout the state? Are they fully operational now? Are they still reducing their court caseloads? or
My
what are they doing?
understanding is that a majority of the jurisdictions in the state have laxed their COVID restrictions and are going back to court full force. That's my understanding. You could call it research. That was a few phone calls that I made to people, so I guess you could call that research. I haven't called the court system in any other county and said, what are you guys doing? But that's my understanding.
What do you know? What plan has been announced to resume full caseload dockets?
In
Because
Mobile County?
there may be. Jade, are you aware? Do you know?
I am not, other than what
The only
I've
thing
heard-
that I'm aware of is
I can check.
This is next year's 8 weeks of criminal trials next year. That's set, and that's set by the presiding judge. Now, I don't know how many they typically do in a year, but 8 weeks of criminal trials is not enough considering the docket that we're holding right now. And yeah, there is some issue, and I've brought up the issue of people's constitutional rights for speedy trial. And, you know, I think it'd be a hard case for anybody to make through COVID. But yeah, these people are entitled to a speedy trial. By the Constitution, they're entitled to a speedy trial. Now, what is a speedy trial? I mean, I think that would be up to the Supreme Court to determine.
Does the Administrative Office of Courts have any authority over local jurisdictions, Jay?
I think they do with funding. I don't know if they can dictate with each presiding judge how he or she handles their docket.
So really, it's up to the presiding judge unless the other judges take action to change it.
And I don't know that they can they elected the presiding judge to be the presiding judge, and I don't, without getting into law and cases, I don't know what can be, and I don't want to, I kind of wanted to keep this real brief, but I thought it was worthy to be mentioned and brought to the public's attention. And so I don't want to say too much because I don't want to have the presiding judge mad at other people besides myself. Apparently he's going to be mad about this, but there are other people concerned, and I'm not going to bring up their names or who they are who have contacted me about this, but
Any thoughts, Jay?
Without more investigation, not at this moment.
I mean, if there's the backlog that it's taking 3 to 5 years, that is something to be concerned about, I think.
And that's not just a let me re-emphasize, that's not people out on bond. That's sitting in jail. There are 400 people with Class A felonies. Some have been in Metro jail for over 3 years, some almost 5 years, without having a trial, without being sentenced to go to prison. They're spending more time in Metro jail than they would probably, in some instances, possibly even be sentenced to prison.
Is this a matter of not having enough judges? Is this something that needs to be addressed? Should we,
I can look into
How
it.
can
I
we
don't- I don't
help
know
the
the
courts?
answers
I
to
think
all
we
that.
have enough judges. I think they just need, I'm just going to say this, and this is all, we have enough judges. They need to go back to work. The presiding judge needs to put them back to work. That's,
There are problems with getting jurors to come to attend. This past Monday, they summoned the jury pool, I'm told, by one of the circuit judges. Approximately 100 people showed up, with approximately 800 people being requested to attend the jury selection process. That creates issues. The way current jurors are screened, and some of the questionnaires allow people not to come, as proving to be perhaps problematic as well. As all three of you well know, there's a push to try to change in person to some type of virtual jury trial, similar to what I'm told they're using here in the federal courts. I have not seen that, and y'all are generically familiar with that request. I don't know all the things that Commissioner Dewitt knows. I'm happy to check on it.
I would say
Give you some more.
if you could reach out and offer whatever it would take to help expedite the process, if they need help from the county commission, I think we would be, agreeable to listening to whatever the concerns are, but however we can help, if you could reach out. that
I'll
would-
work on that and report back to y'all.
so to answer another question, you have a normal year would be 4 weeks a month for roughly 8 months a year versus 8 weeks total for the whole year. And I guess out of 8 judges, half do criminal and the other half do civil. So you can do the math on that. And I think back to Jay's point, I think, we are having problem getting jurors, but it's because they have set the restriction so high. People, and I'm sure everybody here knows somebody or even themselves have gotten a subpoena to come down and do jury duty, and you're like, man, nobody wants to go to jury duty. And so if you give them an out not to come, then they're not going to come. And I think some of the things that are being said, like, oh, well, if you're scared of COVID, then you don't have to come. And that needs, I think what needs to happen, in my opinion, is maybe the restrictions need to be lowered a little bit, but that's it.
Well, I hope someone is speaking directly to the presiding judge with these concerns. And since he seems to be in the catbird seat on moving this forward, that seems to be an appropriate place to start with this.
Agreed.
Any other comments? Is your hand raised, Danny? Oh, that's okay. I'm just checking.
Are you bidding? How much are you bidding?
All right, we stand adjourned. Have a